Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, today to Hot Legendary Wheels. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. We thank you for all the subscribers that we do have, and man, we've got a show planned for you today. How's it going, Dad?
Hey, it's doing great. We have a fantastic lineup today for you guys to see. It's a lot of the cars back from maybe 2002, 2003 once again, but a little nostalgia along the way. And even some cars back from the 50s and things that maybe you remember but hadn't seen in a while. So we're going to kind of recap on some of those. But we sure have a lot of things out here today, and we're just going to show you things that are truly legendary in the diecast world.
Plus, we have two supers at the end, so you want to stay tuned to the end of this show. Two supers, two 2019 supers that you will see, and they're incredible. Back here in the backdrop, we got the Hot Trucks 5-pack right here. As you can see, the Hot Trucks. Dad and I love trucks.
Well, I tell you,
doesn't matter if it's a Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Nissan, Toyota, Ram. All trucks are incredible. Also over here we have the Hot Wheels Metro over here, the 5-pack over here. I love the rock and roll bus at the top.
I tell you what, nothing like good old rock and roll.
Nothing like good old rock and roll, Daddy. But today, we are going to be showing you some really cool Hot Wheels. We're going back in time. Back in time, just a little bit. In fact, we got the 2002 first edition Hot Wheels to show y'all today. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. The first one that we're going to show y'all here today, and if you have the 2002 Hot Wheels still in the pack, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Which is your, here's Dad, let's let them leave a comment to let us know which is their favorite 2002 Hot Wheel.
Yeah, they had some incredible designs back then, and all through the years, Hot Wheels has striven to be the first in designs and be the first in just the speed of the cars, and just giving everybody a good bang for the buck there for sure.
So the first two Hot Wheels that we have, the 2002 first editions, this one's 22 of 42 and this one's 21 of 42. We have, first and foremost, the Open Roadster. This was an awesome car back in the day. Of course, it was a futuristic car. And Dad, what do you like about this Open Road Roadster?
Well, I like the design here. It's more or less a concept car, I'm sure, but it's anytime you hear the word roadster, you think of the open road, but you also think of freedom, and you think of a car that's really fast. And so I think this thing will fill the bill on all of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful design, a beautiful car, and I am so thankful Hot Wheels made that car back in 2002.
This car literally will take you fast down the Hot Wheels racetrack. It is a fast car. It is a car that is really awesome. I love the wheels. I love the tempos they put on this car. I love the kind of like yellow goldish color with the green glass windows they have right here. I wish this was a real car, because I would definitely get this car. Of course, it probably cost you $1 million, but it is an awesome car. The second car we have is the Jaded. The Jaded was one of the 2002 first editions. Now, what is your favorite car? What is your favorite part about the Jaded?
I don't know. The whole car looks really good. They from front to back, all four sides is just a well-designed car.
It looks like an old model, is what it looks like.
It does, but it kind of brings back the old look, or maybe the classic look, but then up to the day's times too. But it's one of those designs that like you can put it with today's Hot Wheels that come out today, or even from those from the past, and it's timeless. It's very good design.
Now, if you look on the back of these packages, we have Create the Ultimate Test Track. Look at all these tracks they had back in the day. This is awesome. These are all these little loops and all kind of stuff. There's a track system, but this was how many cars? It says right here, collect all 42 models in the 2002 first edition. So, Dad, they had 42 models.
Yeah, I think we got all somewhere along the way.
Yes, you got the Open Road Roadster. Okay, there it is right here. Okay, you got the Lancia Stratus. You got the 29 Super Tsunami. That was the one thing. You got the Jaded, which is this one right here.
Yep.
You've got the Nissan Z. You got the 64 Riviera.
Yeah, we did that 64 Riviera on the last show.
Yeah. You got the 57 Cadillac Eldorado.
Oh, we got something about that one today.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm looking forward to that.
That's
going to be good.
We got the Toyota RSC. You got the Hot Wheels Prototype 12 and the Mini Cooper. Those were just some of them that were in the set. But 42 cars, Dad.
When I go back and start digging the collection and stuff, I just pick out cars for that particular day or that particular show that I think will be real good. But over time, we will be showing every one of them.
We've got an infinity of die-cast cars to bring to y'all. And we love to bring to y'all not just the new, but we love to bring y'all the past. You know, what Hot Wheels has done, what Greenlight has done, what Racing Champions have done, what Johnny Lightnings have done. Mahistos have done. I mean,
keep looking, because I got some real. Keep watching our episodes, because we actually have some real cool Greenlight stuff to show you down the road too. But the thing is, we just enjoy collecting. Over the years, we're just able to collect them as they come out, and then you go start looking back over time. And you find out how really fun you had. You remember the fun you had finding it. But then you look at it and say, oh boy, man, I am so thankful I was able to find out, because that's a beautiful car.
Next ones we have number 29 of 42 and number 32 of 42. You have, of course, we showed this one just a while back, the power panel.
Yep.
Remember the Toy Story power panel that we showed everybody?
Yeah. But look at the graphics on this one.
The graphics are awesome because it's called the power. They get the power Hot Wheels panel on the side of the power panel. Awesome die cast right here. I love how they put the skull. They put like a skull right here on the door.
It's almost as if that thing came off of some kind of power wagon or something.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Hot Wheels got the thing off the power wagon.
But they did a super good job on that one right there.
You know what? There's one thing talking about super. I wonder why they didn't put a super in this. Okay, Hot Wheels, can y'all please? I want to give y'all a little bit of a hint. You know, we would love to see a super power wagon or a power panel. That would be awesome. A super power panel. Man, if y'all could bring the power panel back. I know y'all brought it back in Toy Story edition of Hot Wheels, but if y'all could bring it back and put it as a super, would be incredible. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I'll tell you what, that's a good design right there. I really like that. I like that truck right there.
Now the second one that we have is called the Audacious. That is what it's called, Audacious. Now this is a 2003. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. The power panel is a 2003. So we got a couple of.
Yeah, we've got a little intermingle there. I just kind of picked it out of the bunch.
So we got a 2003 first edition power panel. And we got the Audacious, which is a 2003 first edition. If you look on the back here, they have, man, this is pretty cool. They had a lot back then, part of the sets of 2003. But I love this little car because
it's audacious.
It's audacious, and it's legendary.
It is.
I love how they put the Hot Wheels logo on the car. I love the black color. I love the orange tint to the windows. I love the interior, which is a gray color. You got those really cool detailed wheels. I call them sporting wheels. Back here to the power panel, I love the orange color with the decals on the car, and just the power of that truck looks awesome. You can tell if you put this on a Hot Wheels road, it has power on that road. It is incredible. So these two right here are 2003 first editions. Now, which is your favorite out of these two right here?
Well, I like them
both. Is
both.
it the Audacious or is it the power panel?
Well, I like them both, and I've always liked them both. But that little power panel right there kind of looks pretty cool. The Audacious has a bit of a fiery design on it.
You can tell this Audacious. It's got one of the turbo engines.
Yeah, it looks like it would just
go really quick. It'll fly down the road.
Yeah, it's got a great design.
I love the power panel because, man, it looks like it can climb a mountain. I mean, I love the outdoors. Dad loves the outdoors. So it looks like it can just go off-roading wherever you want it to go.
Yeah, you carry a bunch of this stuff with you when you're going too.
So that's the power panel. And Audacious, which is, I call it the super turbocharged car. Okay, so next one's up. Oh, Dad, you know how much we love trucks. Okay, so this is...
We love trucks just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I love how they did this in Hot Wheels. You know, they actually still come out with this, you know, the same die cast, which is also in Hot Wheels. In Hot Wheels, it's a 2000. So this came out in 2002. All right, so let's get these up here. We first and foremost have the custom 69 Chevy in what? It looks like a Georgia red.
Yeah, that's good.
Beautiful color. Look, ladies and gentlemen, look at this truck. Look at the detail to this truck. Okay, first and foremost, you got the deep red. Think about driving this down the road, Dad. Think about just driving this truck down the road. I mean, think about all the people that will look at you as you drive this deep red custom 69 Chevy down the middle of town. I mean, man, you have the eyes looking all over it.
Yeah, I always thought they were pretty cool, those models were, because they put the rounded out fender wells on there and the wheel openings, and you could put some really cool wheels and tires on there without worrying about scuffing up the lettering on the tires. But this particular truck right here, when it came out, it was just a tremendous success and a very, very wonderful truck when it came out, and it has become since then just one of the very desirable classes. We were at a car show a while back, and there was a four-wheel drive blue and white two-tone of that same model right there, and it was absolutely, I was thinking to myself, I said, whoa boy, that little truck right there, man, it is just simply beautiful. But we just sit there and we took a few pictures, and we just had a chance to just admire that beautiful, beautiful, wonderful work of art of a truck.
The second we have right here, part of the 2003 first editions. This was 1942. Of course, the 2002 first editions, the custom 69 Chevy was also this is weird, 1942. So we got two different years, 19 and 42, right next to each other. That's pretty cool. This is called the Flight 03, and if you look at this car, it kind of, Dad, doesn't look like it come off a Volkswagen, kind of like a Volkswagen Golf.
It's similar, yeah.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. It looks like that Hot Wheels actually took the idea off of part of a Volkswagen Golf.
Now, I enjoy the way that the designers at Hot Wheels and those designers that create different styles and different cars for Hot Wheels. Some are actually taken from real vehicles, and they actually make a die cast from a real vehicle design. But some are created at Hot Wheels, and I think they just do a superb job myself.
Look at this right here. Look how Hot Wheels did this. Hot Wheels, you did a phenomenal. Of course, every car you do is phenomenal, or should we say, legendary. But this car, I love how they did the flames on top of this white paint here. This is an incredible, incredible die cast. You could tell it would have a turbo engine. You could tell it would go fast as rip. I mean, just an incredible die cast. I just love the deep red trim. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The deep red trim around the fender wells. Look at that. That is beautiful with a white, oh man, it's like a pearl white.
These are the kind of cars like sometimes you would actually see like on a Fast and Furious type thing. So.
Exactly, with the flames on top.
Yeah.
Man, that is a beautiful car. So Dad, which is your favorite out of these two vehicles right here?
I like both of them, but man, that little truck right there sure
that custom 69 Chevy.
That little booger right there sure is
now
staring me down.
Yeah, it's like, man, I wish I had that thing on the road.
Man, that was good.
Yeah, it is a beautiful car. Now, on the back here, back of this card right here, it says, "Welcome to the planet. Planet Hot Wheels, that is, each time you enter a new secret code, you'll be awarded a hot new virtual car." So, you know, this is one of those scratch things you would scratch with a penny or something, and you would win a code, and then you get to play with this car in virtual reality, which is pretty cool.
It is.
Back in the day, in 2002.
like I said, there's so many trucks I've had experience in the very. I mean, it's truly a blessing when I look back on it, of being able to say that I was able to either drive or had relatives that had them, and we worked with them and stuff. But I mean, anything from a 49 Dodge and a 65 Ford all the way up to I had some trucks with GMCs and Chevrolets and Fords myself. So I don't know, trucks to me, oh boy, they're just so versatile, but they're just a wonderful thing that man's created.
So the next two ones we have were, one is one's of course a 2002 first editions, and this next one I think is part of the 2002 series, but it's not a first edition. Let's go and crack these right here and show you all what we got. Now, Dad's gonna love the second one. I'm gonna let you know right now, you're gonna love the second one.
I see it.
We're going to show you the first one, which is a 2002 first edition, number 2442. This is the Hot Wheels Prototype 12. Very futuristic car. Love the orange with the purple trim. Love the purple windows. Love the wheels.
Is that like a VW type creation or something? Or
yeah, it kind of looks like
Hot Wheels creation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool, very beautiful. But the second one I kind of want to take some time on, because this was a beautiful Hot Wheels car that they put out. The Pontiac Bonneville 1965. Look at the blue, the deep baby blue on this car. You can tell they made it as a lowrider. It has the black interior. Man, this is a car that you would definitely like to drive on the road.
The Pontiac Bonneville was absolutely one of the most beautiful cars on the road back in the day. Pontiac put a lot of time in designing. They were known as the wide track.
Look like a boat.
Yeah, but they ran on the same platform as your Chevy Impalas and your Buick LeSabres and your Oldsmobile Cutlass or your 88s, and and your Cadillac Eldorados. They all ran on the same platform back then, but they had similar things, like the roof lines were shared by all the automakers, and well, maybe a little things here and there, but mostly everything else was according to the division that was designing the car. But Pontiac had just a way of designing those cars back then where they stood out. You knew it was a Pontiac. It was beautiful. They had the stacked headlights, a whole bunch of beautiful traits on there that they're very, very popular. A lot of people drove them, and I remember even having some friends and relatives that had them, and I've ridden in many of them. But they're one of my favorite. The 60s was some of the favorite of the Pontiacs back then.
And I love big cars. You know, I love the new cars they're putting out these days, but I miss the old big cars. You know, the boats, like the Grand Prix that we used to have back in the day, 1976 Grand Prix, or the 1974 Monte Carlo used to have. I love big cars, and these Pontiac Bonnevilles and Cadillacs. Oh, talking about Cadillacs, we'll be getting to those in just a few minutes.
Right.
But talking about the big old cars, personally for me, you can't beat them. It's kind of like the trucks. You know, whether it's Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Nissan, Ram, Chrysler, it doesn't matter what. Toyota trucks are just incredible. The same thing for the big cars. The big cars, you can't replace them because they're just wonderful. Like, you will never see this ever again. And I thank Hot Wheels for putting these out, because Hot Wheels, you know, and also Johnny Lightning puts them out, and you know, all these die-cast, American Muscle puts them out. And
a little tip, we go to car shows and stuff, and something that I do when I go to a car show, I've made it a point to make sure I do this. When I see these cars that are at car shows, the beautiful cars from the past, legendary cars. Well, the people that took the time, the hours, the literal hours, hundreds of hours of work time, a lot of money put into these cars to restore them, you make sure, if you can find the owner of that car, you thank them for bringing that car to the thing, and thank them for restoring it and letting us see a piece of history and putting this thing back into service. Because I think that's one of the, don't ever crush them. Restore them, because, it just means so much to see these. Once they're gone, they're gone. You won't get them back. So it's kind of neat when you can see these things restored and you can personally walk right up to them and see that piece of history right there, right before your eyes.
And that's where we get to, guess what? The custom Cadillacs.
All right, now this is
okay. So these are
something I was figuring on featuring today.
This is if you have stuck with us to the end of this video, because we have two supers to show you at the end, but we want to show you these because these are very special. When Hot Wheels came out with these, it was legendary. It was incredible. We first and foremost for you, both of these are 2002 first editions.
Yep.
One of them, the first one, is the custom 59 Cadillac, number 20 of 42. And then the second one is a 57 Cadillac Eldorado. Let's talk about these two cars, Dad.
Let's start with that 57 right there. The 57 was a beautiful, beautiful car. And what you see is the Cadillac Eldorado Brougham right here. They actually did the die cast of the Brougham. Brougham was the top of the line of the Cadillac. Now this thing actually had some neat things about it. The first, well, I don't know if it's the first, but about 300 or 400 of these cars were essentially built by hand. So when you were buying one of these cars, you were having special attention put to these cars. They had a stainless steel roof, and they also had doors. If you saw on Lincolns, they did the same thing, but on these, on the back doors, they put the rear hinges so that when you open the door, it opened backwards, and then you open the front doors, they open regular, but the whole side of the car now is opened up for easy entrance. Wow. And so that was one of the traits of that Cadillac. Now they were quite expensive for the day. You think of 1957 being over $13,000 for this car? Yeah, that's what they were priced.
Very expensive.
Most other cars were anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000. Well, these were $13,000, and for an American-made car, it had to be good. But as you notice, now look at the fins on this car. This was the 1957, got those bigger fins, and they were very pointed at the back.
Yep.
And they were, it was one of the main traits of this car. They were very heavy. They were wonderful, wonderful cars. Now, you could get this car mainly as a hardtop, and it was one of those cars you'd see back when Elvis. If you remember Elvis, he had about, I think he'd buy 7 of these things at a time.
Didn't he actually give some away?
Yeah, sometimes that's what he'd buy them for, so he could have some he could give away. But one day they showed a picture of all the cars sitting out in his front yard, and his dad says, "What are you going with those cars?" So I figured if the music didn't work out, I could always go to being a used car salesman.
Yep.
so that's a kind of a funny thing there. But man, he had a lot of those beautiful Cadillacs sitting there. And now for the 1959, the 57 and 58 were basically the same body style, but the 59, this was a Harley Earl design. Now this 59 grew 9 inches longer.
As you can see, look, if you compare these two, look at the length. Now I'll also say this, the trunk, look at the length of the trunk compared to this one.
Just about putting another car in the back of that trunk.
And let's do something really quick. Look at the width of those two cars right there. This 59 is a little bit wider than the 57.
And the cars became so large that a lot of parking decks and a lot of would not even accept them. They couldn't even fit up the ramp. So, but they were so beautiful and big. I've had the privilege of seeing quite a few of these and walking up to them, and I look at them and I said, man, that took a lot of material to make that big boy right there. But doesn't it look so cool? It had a lot of chrome outside, front and rear. Had those different kind of fins. Those fins are unmistakable. Cadillac, when they designed the car, it was unmistakably a Cadillac. There was nothing like it. There were many people who would copy a Cadillac, but a Cadillac would copy no one. They were the leader in style. But also, this car had dropped a lot of the chrome from the inside up on the dashboard and stuff, and a lot of the plushness from inside that your original Brougham had. But it was an instant success. It's beautiful. There's a lot of people in their collections today have 1959 Cadillacs. Yes, sir. And they're beautiful, beautiful cars. They had a 390 engine, and it had around 345 horses, so it pulled the car around real good. And it was one of those.
It had no air suspension either.
No, the air suspension in 1958 and 57 it did, but I know this to be true because I had an uncle that had a 1958 Chevrolet, and it had air suspension, and they did have a problem with leaks in this air suspension system, so they dropped that and it went over to began the type systems that you see today. These cars, now 57 and 58, still today, a lot of celebrities, when they are driving up to be delivered to some special events, you'll notice that some of these cars are still used today to drive up to special events, and they're just absolutely
Hot Wheels did a phenomenal, or should I say, Hot Wheels did a legendary job.
These cars are legendary.
Man, thank you, Hot Wheels, for putting out these cars. Thank you very much. You did such a great job, great detail. Y'all just did a great job on these cars. Of course, y'all do a great job on any car you put out, but man, these stick out big time, and they're awesome, and they're legendary. But if you have stayed to the end of this video, which we greatly appreciate y'all doing this, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because you don't want to miss up what's coming up next. Because what's coming up next is some supers. And we have one super that we're going to show you with one regular next to it. Dad, let's talk to them about these supers that we have.
Well, supers are pretty incredible. In fact, most of them, Hot Wheels really does a high-end job on. They give like rubber wheels. They chrome them up a bit, and they do special paint and special graphics on them. But they're very nice, and we happen to be very fortunate, very blessed to find this one right here.
Look at this. We actually went to Target, and we actually found this car, and we were actually very thankful to find this because this is a very hard find. It is the 18 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon Super. As you can see right here, there is the gold flame, and as you can see back on the back, there's the TH Super, and then look at this. There is the regular right there. So you got this Super, then you have the regular.
Way back even in the 70s, I would ride with friends that have the Challengers, have the GTXs, and cars like that. And we just had a lot of fun in those cars. They were simply fun to drive. They were simply, well, they were extremely fast, to say the least. But as far as those cars, I don't know. I am so thankful that they basically have retroed those cars to look a lot like the cars from the past as well, but updated all the equipment and all the technology. And I'm telling you, these cars, the ones that were built back then are legendary. These cars right here, they will be legendary. I can guarantee you.
Man, look, I love how Hot Wheels put their detail in this. Now, this is a 2019 car that they put out in Hot Wheels, part of the Muscle Mania. But man, Dad, wasn't it awesome to find the Super? I mean, wasn't it awesome? When we saw the Super, we were like, oh my God, there is a Super Demon right there, a Super Demon.
Yep.
And you got the regular Demon right here, you got the Super Demon right there. Awesome as rip. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it. And I'm going to put these on top of each other. There they are. You have the regular and the Super. And for the very last car we're going to show you, well, it's not really a car.
No!
It's not really a car. But this is also a Super. In fact, at a grocery store this morning,
Yeah.
we found 2 more supers of this at a grocery store this morning. This is also part of the 2019 set. This is a Volkswagen T2 pickup super. Awesome detail. Hot Wheels did a great job on this, and very proud that Hot Wheels put this out and made it a super. As you can see, there's a TH right there, the Hot Wheels logo next to it, rubber tires, the deep, man, I would say this is a deep, beautiful brown color.
Got these T2s and other diecasts as well from other diecast makers, and they all do a great job. But these things, you didn't see them that often on the road as often as you thought you would. The bus, of course, the little microbus was out, and I rode quite a few of those, and we used to enjoy those. But the Volkswagen Beetles were big, and so were the Carmen Gias. I've ridden all those as well. So at any rate, these right here just bring back nostalgia, bring back some of the history and everything of Volkswagen. I was a little sad to see that this is probably the last year for the Bug. I hope maybe they'll have a change of heart somewhere down the way to bring it back. But at any rate, I'm still, I like a lot of the Volkswagen cars and trucks that they've made over the years.
Yeah, I love I'm a huge fan of the Volkswagen buses and stuff.
Very good.
You know, Hot Wheels did a really good job on this T2 pickup. Man, if y'all thank y'all very much for tuning in to Hot Legendary Wheels today. Let's just show you. I'm going to show you a closer look at this Demon. Look at this. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the detail. This is the Super Demon. Awesome, beautiful. Oh man, maroon. It's got a maroon color to it. Shiny maroon color. There's the rubber tires. Very beautiful. And then you got the regular right here. Car of the Demon right there.
The new ones that are out today, that Dodge is selling today, to me, are some of the most beautiful and strong hot rods that they build out there today.
So that's the Super Demon and the Super T2.
They're legendary, so
we have an infinity of videos literally coming y'all's direction of all kinds of makes, models. It's just amazing what we have, and we greatly appreciate y'all tuning in and give us the time. Thank you for giving us the time to show you these. Oh, and by the way, if they're panning toward this side of the camera over here, you can kind of see some taxis in the background. That's going to be for another video. Yeah, we're getting a taxi collection together for y'all. So, you know, that'll be for another video in the future. But if you love this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and the biggest way that y'all can help us with is through sharing our channel with those around you. Because we're just getting started, Dad. Literally, we're just getting started.
And leave us some comments too about what you think about the show and about some of the cars you've seen today, and let us know kind of what you like about the cars you saw today. They're all very beautiful.
And you know, we greatly appreciate it that we could show you the Super Demon today and the Super T2, you know, the Custom 59 Cadillac, the 57 Cadillac, the Pontiac Bonneville, all these cool cars, the Power Panel, all these cool cars that Hot Wheels have come out with. Man, Hot Wheels, thank you for what you do. You do an incredible job, and I know that we've been collecting for many, many years, and you know, there's not a bad Hot Wheel out there. There's not a bad Hot Wheel. Every Hot Wheel is very special.
Yeah, I like them all.
Yeah, I like them all too. I love every single Hot Wheel. Thank y'all for what you do, Hot Wheels. Thank you for tuning in to Hot Legendary Wheels. And make sure you check out other videos on this channel. Love y'all. See you later.
Bye-bye.